now I'd like to introduce the team Pacquiao, who are sitting up on the dais today. Michael Cons, Manny's advisor, Boo Fernandez, the assistant trainer, Justin Fortune, the conditioning coach, and Freddie Roach, the trainer. And Freddie is going to come to the microphone and tell you why his guy is going to win. Freddie?
Well, we've had a great training camp in the Philippines, and we finished up here in LA. I mean, he's in great shape, and he's saying this might be his last fight, and he's looking really, really good and getting ready for this fight. His work has been really great. And thanks for Boo Boy and Justin and all the helpers. And I'd like to wish Tim Bradley and his team the best of luck. And thank you.
And now I'd like to introduce Team Bradley, Tim's father and co-trainer Ray Bradley. And the man who, to a great extent, has been, in the last 10 years, the voice of boxing, the lead trainer for Tim Bradley. Please welcome Teddy Atlas.
Thank you, everybody. Listen, like the old timers would say, it's all over but the shooting. So you better be ready at this point. And the good news, the tough news is we're fighting one of the best fighters of the last 10 years and one of the greatest talents you're ever going to see. Just a God-given blessing of speed and power, and a guy who fights with great pride is Manny Pacquiao. And the good news is we know exactly what we're facing, and that I happen to have the privilege of training a fighter who has also been born with great God-given abilities and also fights with a great pride and will for his family and to be remembered in history as a special fighter and a special person. And I believe that that is part of his strength. Nothing else can be done. We've done everything. We're on weight. I feel as confident as you can humanly feel in such a tough business when you're getting into the ring and you're responsible for a fighter, fighting someone, as I said, as dynamic as Manny Pacquiao. I am confident that Timothy will do what he always does, rise to the occasion and do what he's done the last 10 years, find a way to win. Thank you very much.
You know, as a promoter, it's a great treat to be promoting not only two great fighters, but two great professionals, exemplary people who you're proud to say that you're associated with. They're not wise guys. They're really down-to-earth, regular people who have enormous skills which they brought to the boxing ring. Tim Bradley is a 5-time world champion. Every fight that he's been in, he gives 100%. I mean, you can't have witnessed a Tim Bradley fight without saying, this man has all the guts in the world, and what a privilege to watch him fight. So it's a real pleasure of mine and a real honor to introduce to you one of the great fighters of our era, Tim Bradley.
Right, baby. Thanks, Bob, for that introduction. Well, I have a lot to say, but I don't know if I can put it all together. But I'll probably just run off and I don't know. Everybody just try to keep up. But first of all, I want to thank God. I want to thank God for this opportunity. I want to thank God for keeping me strong. I want to thank God for allowing me to be here today, for this opportunity, for my family. I also want to thank my wife. I want to thank my wife. Without her, I'm telling you, none of this would be possible right now. Just for being who she is, being a great person, being my partner, my bond, and just giving me everlasting love every single day, standing by me through thick and thin, through everything, managing my career, my family, our kids, and, you know, never complaining, not a single day of how tired she is or worn down she is. She always put her foot forward and always give it 110%. So I want to thank my wife, Monica Bradley, Superwoman. Telling you, Superwoman.
Right, baby!
Thank you. With that, you know, I want to thank my brother, Chris. He's in the audience as well. Just, you know, he's a brother that I never had, man. Brother from a different mother, you know. He's a great guy, always supportive, always positive, always Team Bradley. Special thanks to him too, because he works close with his sister Monica to make sure that I have the best camp and the best of everything all the time, and that I'm stress-free and that I can do my job and focus. The whole team, man, Team Bradley, small unit, but we are powerful, and we've shown it over and over that we are powerful. Truly, I want to thank my team. I want to thank Teddy for coming aboard, and I know he wasn't part of this business, but I just want to thank him from the bottom of my heart, because not only did I grow as a fighter, but I grew as a person. Meeting Teddy and knowing Teddy, he's an unbelievable person. His family's unbelievable. It's unreal, the things that I've learned and picked up from him, as a person, as a man, as a fighter, and as a father. I want to thank his family for allowing him to be part of all of this. You know, 2 months, man. 2 months in a hotel by himself, away from his family, away from his wife, away from his kids. For me. Unreal. You don't find people like that every day. But man, thank you guys. Really appreciate you. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Teddy, for allowing him to be here and to be a part of this. And thank you, Teddy. Thank you very much. I want to thank my parents, my dad, my mother, my grandma's here. Where you at, Grandma? My grandma made it out. There she is over there. My grandma is a part of this now. So, man, my grandma lives in Louisiana. I don't see her much, but she said she wasn't missing this fight. She knows what's at stake. She knows I want this, and she wants to be a part of it. So, thank you, Grandma, for coming. Appreciate you. Top Rank, my family, my home. I re-upped, so don't everybody else that was thinking about getting me, don't even think about it, because I re-upped with Top Rank, because they the best in the business. 50 years in the business, going strong. Mr. Aaron right here, thank you so much for making all my dreams come true and being a part of Team Bradley and understanding what we do and how hard we work. So, thank Top Rank HBO for always believing in me. Thank you so much for bringing me back this opportunity. I want to thank HBO. I want to thank the MGM. I want to thank MGM, thank you for that beautiful fruit platter and all the candy you sent me. When I first got here, I was like, what are they doing? They trying to sabotage my weight or what? So I want to thank the MGM for bringing us back. Man, it's been an amazing journey. It truly have. HBO, WBO, baby. Hands down to me, I think they're the best organization in boxing, hands down. Everybody have their opinion, but seriously, Paco and his team of people and this organization is fantastic. They know what they're doing, and they continue to show you. Look at that belt. Oh my gosh, that belt is ridiculous. And I want to thank. I don't know if y'all see my gear, man, but I want to thank my stylist, man, Randy Willard, baby. Stand up if you're in the building. I want to thank him for dressing me down and getting me looking right. And I want to thank Crooks and Castles for being a part of the team. I want to thank USANA Health Scientists for being a part of the team. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys being aboard and making my shirts and making me look fly. And Team Pacquiao, lastly, man, thank you so much for this opportunity. I know you could have went somewhere else. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Pacquiao. Thank you, Freddie, his whole team. Thank you, Michael Kontz. Everybody a part of that. And this last one thing I also want to just say before I even talk about the fight. I read something the other day that someone said that Manny Pacquiao, in order to win his campaign, in order to win what he wanted, what he wants to do, that he has to win this fight. I think that is baloney. I think that is garbage. I think, honest to God, I don't think the fight has anything to do with what this man has shown to the Filipino people, where he's from, to lose a fight or or whatever happens to not get what's rightfully deserved, for him to win, and sooner or later become governor of the Philippines. He hasn't shown everybody what he's made of, everything that he done for the Philippines, for the Filipino people. He is truly, truly, to me, the only one out there that's going to do right for the Filipino people in the Philippines. The only one. The only one. So, y'all need to get it right, man, over there in the Philippines. Y'all need to really get it right, and whoever wrote that needs to stop. Because he's shown over and over that he's for the people, and he's by the people, and that he's a man of his word. And he's always shown that. Character, integrity. And I think he's the right man for the job, honestly. So good luck in your campaign. I hope nothing but the best for you, man. And I hope you truly, truly win. I really do. But that's it. I'm ready to go. I'm done. I'm done, what I need to say. Everybody know, just, come and watch the fight. If you can't make it out, buy the pay-per-view. Check this out. This is about legacy for me. I'm getting a third crack at it. I'm ready. And if I'm going to win this fight, it's now. It's now. I'm ready for everything. More than any other fight that I've ever been in, it's now. If I'm going to beat Manny Pacquiao, it's now. This is my only opportunity, my last opportunity, and I am ready for it. Thank you very much. God bless. Peace and love.
Well said, Tim. In 1975, I went to the Philippines for the first time promoting the Thriller in Manila. And I fell in love with the Philippines and the Philippine people. And who would have realized that about 30 years later, I would become reacquainted with the Philippine people and the Philippine nation through Manny Pacquiao. And because of Manny Pacquiao, you here have learned a lot about the Philippines over the course of Manny's fights and discussions and so forth. And I think we now in the United States are so fortunate to have so many Filipinos living among us. They're hardworking people, they're wonderful people, and it doesn't surprise me at all, because if you go to the Philippines, you'll see many more millions of them, and how wonderful they are, what a great nation and what a great people. Now I have a little dilemma. And let me tell you what it is. Under the Philippine election law, the Kamalac is regulate elections. A candidate for Senate, as Manny is only allowed 120 minutes on television. So I assume this will be shown on television. Tim Bradley has used up some of my time talking about Manny. And all I'll say is that the country of the Philippines is truly blessed to have somebody as a fellow citizen, somebody who is dedicated to do good for the people like Manny Pacquiao. As great a fighter as Manny Pacquiao is, he is even greater as a human being and a great citizen of the country of the Philippines. Manny Pacquiao.
Thank you, Bob. And first, I would like to thank God for this wonderful and beautiful day for us. And I want to thank MGM. I remember my first fight in America here in MGM. That was 2001, June 23. And I want to thank HBO for helping me a lot, promoting my fight, supporting my fight. Thank you. And of course, the Team Pacquiao, Team Bradley and his family. I'm going to talk about right away about the fight on Saturday. Please watch this fight. I believe that it's more action compared to the last two fights that we had because of his new coach, Tidi. Tidi, he did a good job for Bradley, and we saw that in his last fight. He's he adding more strategy and techniques for Bradley, and that's makes more action in the ring on Saturday. So please watch and don't miss it. It's gonna be a good fight and more action in the ring. And I'm doing my best. We're doing our best to give a good show to make you happy. And thank you to all the media and press for everything that you have done to supporting us, supporting boxing. And one thing that I want to, I want to live in boxing is to be, even though I accomplished everything in this arena of boxing, in this boxing, I want to give inspiration to everybody that whatever we have done and accomplished in life, we should humble ourselves before God and before man. We should stay humble and live the same life. Don't make the thing in this world change your life. And I want to say this, that each and every one of us one day we will face judgment, and that judgment, it's up to us if where we're going to choose, what life we choose after our life here. So that's the most important thing. And this press conference, promoting the fight, we don't need to fight each other. We save that for Saturday, and that's what you're waiting for. This is good fight, because promoting the fight with no argument, no troubles, like hating bad words each other. We save that for Saturday so that you will be happy. I know Bradley trained hard and I trained hard, and that's good for the fans, that we can give a good show. And I think it's gonna be. I believe that it's gonna be a good fight, and I want to thank to all the Filipino people who are praying and supporting me in this upcoming fight. I want to let them know, mga kababayan. I'm gonna speak in Tagalog. Sa lahat ng mga Pilipino, nananawagan po ako sa inyong lahat na magkaisa po tayo para po sa karangalan ng ating bansa. Baka po ito na yung huling laban ko na masasaksihan ng buong sambayan ng Pilipino. Isa po ang maiiwanan ko sa inyo na magkaisa po tayo sa ating lahat. Walang halong politika. Ito ay para sa ating lahat. Magkaisa po tayo. Hindi natin isipin na ito ay kasama sa politika o anuman. Kundi ito, mula noon hanggang ngayon, tayo ay nagkakaisa, tayo ay magkasama. Ngayong Saturday, inasahan ko po ang pagkakaisa natin at pagsasama para sa karangalan ng ating bansa. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Thank you to all of you who are going to watch on Saturday. Please come. If you cannot come, please buy a pay-per-view. You will learn a lot, not only the action in the ring, but also as a person, both of us, Bradley and I, you know my life. My life before, I came from nothing. The boy that's speaking in front of you now, I experienced to sleep in the street with no food. Sometimes I'm hungry, we don't have food. I just drink water to survive. And that's my life, how God transformed my life into this level of life. That's why I'm exciting and thankful to God for everything that He gave it to me. That's my life, and I want to stay humble and live a simple life like the same people where I came from. And that's how I love the people, the poor people. I love to help them. I just want to tell you this. All the fans, all the pay-per-view, the tickets that you buy and support us, I'm not keeping alone and for my family alone, but also I'm helping that to the community, to the people who need help, because I feel their feeling. I didn't announce that, since I'm starting fighting here in America, but now I announce it right now because this is my last fight, and the money that you paid for boxing to support us. There's a lot of family, thousands of family in the Philippines. You help that money, and I'm not keeping that alone. And you share that. I share that. I post that in Facebook, Instagram. The house that I build and giving to free to each family in the Philippines who don't have a house, and giving sustainable livelihood for them. And that's what I'm happy, and helping the poor people. And that's the commandment of God. Thank you, everyone, and have a nice day.